All right, listen up. Your drama doesn't work on Gen X. Why? Because literally, we don't have the time for your emotional bullshit. This isn't anger management, it's a lesson on how to stop giving a damn. You spend half your life worried about what other people are saying, posting, sharing online. It's got to be exhausting. Here's the dirt. We, Gen X, we don't have a safe space. We have an unpaid mortgage. The world's full of noise, but Gen X has this amazing built in immunity. And it's not that we're cold, it's that we've built this emotional bulletproof vest out of being unsupervised, ignored. This isn't going to be a self help lesson. This is going to be a lesson on how to stop giving a damn. Stick around because you just might learn something. You want to know why we, Gen X, just don't care about your drama? Okay, start here. The latchkey kid mentality. We didn't have helicopter parents. We had parents who said, the key's under the mat, don't burn the damn house down, see you later. We were the tiny, unsupervised overlords of our own little broken homes. We made our own questionable snacks in the microwave. We fought neighborhood politics. And if you had a problem, you figured it out because there was nobody around to ask for permission. There was no participation trophies for tying your own shoes. You learned to trust your own stupid instincts because there was nobody else there. And that's the foundation. When you build your sense of self on your own ingenuity, someone walking by and saying something stupid like, I don't like your front door, and you shrug it off and you think, whatever, it's my door. And it's not arrogance, it's that quiet confidence that comes from a lifetime of being your own damn caretaker. You see, here's the thing, and this is going to sting a little. Most of your problems are coming from caring about what everybody else thinks. But Gen X, we learned something different. Let me explain. Pure independence isn't enough. You also need a filter for bullshit. We saw the world as a cynical mess. Watergate, recessions, the real ending of the 1980s. We learned early to look for the catch, and we learned early to ask, what's the real story here? And that healthy skepticism is what we use to build that second layer of armor. And we call that, the hell's your angle, buddy? And that second layer of armor is the skepticism that you are missing. See, we grew up watching the institutions our parents trusted just crumble. Watergate, Vietnam, recessions that were actually felt like recessions. We saw the American dream start looking more like a cheap carnival game. So we developed this healthy distrust of everything, especially authority and anything with a shiny bow on it. This isn't pessimism, it's an immune response. When a Gen X hears gossip, or God forbid, we see people arguing about strangers on the internet, our first instinct isn't to get emotional, it's to analyze the situation. Why is that person saying that? What's their angle? We don't get angry, we get analytical. We see criticism not as a character attack, but as a data point about the emotional landscape of the person delivering it. She's complaining about your shirt. Okay, so she's bored, jealous, or he's yelling about something online. Well, he's definitely got nothing better to do with his life, or he's just simply an idiot. Either way, we just simply ignore it. This cynical detachment is used like a buffer. It stops the emotional sting before it can actually land. We trust personal experience over your narrative, your news anchor, or your chatty coworkers. You learn to stay calmer during challenges and adapt with way less drama. You start to realize that most hot takes are hot air. It's the ultimate defense mechanism. And it's been forged in an era where everyone was already lying to you anyway. And finally, Gen X's communication style. It's really pretty simple. Get to the goddamn point. Why does gossip slide right off us? Well, because gossip is, by its very nature, inefficient bullshit. It's messy, emotional loop of he said, she said that almost never leads to a solution. And for a generation that values results and hates wasting time, well, that kind of talk, nothing more than noise. It's like a bug in the system. We are practical problem solvers. We would rather fix the leaky faucet than spend an hour talking about the goddamn leaky faucet. We are the just give me the goal and get the hell out of my way generation. Drama and gossip, well, they're just distractions from the actual work of being an adult. We literally do not have the time for that kind of nonsense. And people who talk endlessly about others often don't have shit going on in their own lives. It's self centered chatter disguised as social commentary. And for a Gen Xer who values substance over style, well, that's about the most boring, empty kind of conversation that you could have with one. So, why get worked up about being the topic of something so profound and empty? So, how do you get this armor? Well, first, stop seeking validation, practice some self reliance, and the next time someone tries to drag you into their drama, pause and ask yourself, why are they telling me this? And what are they getting out of it? Try and shift from that emotional reaction to an analytical distance. And you'll see it's a game changer. Gen X immunity isn't about being cold, it's about being so rooted in our own reality that the winds of other people's opinions are, well, just wind. We built our resilience quietly while everyone everyone else was busy being offended. The less you need external validation, the more unshakable you are going to become. If you're tired of caring about what everybody else is thinking, drop a note in the comments. If you're a latchkey kid, let me know that too. I want to hear your stories about, figuring shit out. And if this hits different, subscribe, because I got a whole lot more uncomfortable truths coming. Like, subscribe, hit that damn bell. Just get it done.